Hello, if you're a local business in SA and you want Vince and I to join you on site for one of our on-site live recording sessions of our podcast, please reach out to us at hello@livinpodcast.com.
It's a great opportunity for expanded reach, customer interactions, and some authentic storytelling opportunities for your brand.
Not to mention fun.
Of course it's fun. So email us at hello@livinpodcast.com and we will see you on site really soon.
What about there? What about there? Okay, I don't know.
Let's giving you a little bit more bass.
It's all about the bass, no trouble. It's all about the bass, no trouble. It's all about the bass, no. Anyway.
All right.
Do you love a little sing-along,
A little bit of karaoke.
No, we've got to do that one day.
We actually really should. We really should.
Am I living? Oh, what a funny thing to say.
You can read why we have life-size photos of our heads behind us.
I was going to say life-size. I was going to say it's a little bit bigger, but it's pretty accurate. It's pretty close.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Look up into the sky. Guys, happy Monday morning. It's a new episode of Livin' with Vince Fusco and Nancy Timpano.
It sure is. And we do love to keep it real, keep it relatable.
All about
And
keeping it real.
Talking about keeping it real, today's topic of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that real or not? Is that real or not? Do you,
You could take this a couple of ways.
yeah, well, okay. I'm talking about labels, so to speak. Like, you go to Bali and if you don't buy something fake over there, well, then who are you?
I mean, you could talk about it in like labels, fashion, accessories, hair.
All the things.
Everything.
All the things, right? So I am not the person. If I'm wearing something that's fancy, as Jaden would say, fancy, Louis Vuitton, which I actually probably don't even own, because I'll tell you that story another day. If I wear something fancy, if I wear something from Target, I don't care.
100%.
I wear it because I like it.
Comfy.
And if I see something beautiful on someone and it's got a label, iconic label on it, it doesn't cross my mind to say,
is it real?
Is it real or not?
100%.
Because who cares? You look great.
You look fantastic in it.
Do you know what I mean?
Whether you paid $1,000 or $200,
I don't care.
Irrelevant.
Or 20. Hello, keep it
or
real.
less.
Keep
No,
it real, mate. Keep it real.
It's funny you mentioned like Bali. We've only been to Bali once. Didn't do any shopping there, funnily enough. But Penang,
yes,
in Malaysia, somewhere that I would frequent quite a lot with work previously, and we would always make such a trip to like the Feringi markets, Batu Feringi markets.
Yeah.
And I remember one year I bought a Tag Heuer watch. Mm-hmm. If you're a Tag Heuer fan, you'll know that is a deposit for a house for the real watch, right? But the one that I bought, I think it was like $300 Australian, which at the time, even then, I was like, I wouldn't even spend $300 on a normal watch at home. But this one was a really beautiful, beautiful copy. And the amount of people, every single time I wore this watch, people were like, is that a real Tag Heuer? Is that a real watch? Is that real?
See,
that's how good it was. Don't get me wrong, but who cares?
The vocab does it, like the conversation I had with you before about asking someone what they earn. What do you get for that?
Oh no!
It's the same
I
deal. I don't care. And I think when Eugene and I started going out, for some reason, maybe comes with the wag life or something. If I was wearing something, someone would say to me, "Is that?" And I'd throw a label out at me, and 99% of the time, I hadn't even heard of the label.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Totally.
I don't care. But it's like, I think they would just assume it was real or it was what. And it's like, bores me.
Totally does.
Bores me.
But there are people who only will buy labels or only will accept new things. So, for example, when we found out we were pregnant with our first, immediately, and bless my sisters, they had held on to everything from my first sister to have kids 24, 25 years ago, all the way down to like us having kids.
Yes.
So all three of my sisters have held clothes, accessories, furniture and stuff. And literally we got delivered truckloads from birth to high school.
Awesome.
We're catered for, right?
Yep.
But some people don't accept that.
That's
like we've got a few things that we're like, we can pass this on to friends or family and they're like, oh, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. And actually, you know, you passed on some
I did. I
beautiful things to me as
love
well.
doing that.
And
I
you
love
even
it.
asked, you were like, oh, are you okay with it?
Some people...
Because some people are not. Some people say like, no, I only want it, or they only want brands. When you see kids
Yes.
that are running around a playground in, you know,
Yeah, whatever.
country road, but they're covered in mud and they've got a brand new jumper on.
Yep.
Let them wear the $5 Target one and just thrash it.
Exactly
Just
right.
thrash it. And look, I'm not actually going to, I want to make sure I'm saying we're not supporting fast fashion and saying let's go and get recyclable, throw
and
outable
that's the other thing.
things.
And these designers have worked their butt off to
Right.
be where they are. And so
100%.
they should be charging whatever because they've put everything into their studies and
Yes,
all
yes,
of
yes,
that.
yes, yes,
But
yes.
what I'm saying is it's the asking.
Yeah.
Appreciate what you are seeing, not what's on the tag.
Yeah.
Bec-
100%.
I
100%.
don't know.
I think that's really fair. And I think it just comes with, like you said, maybe it's the territory of certain echelons of society. Maybe it's, I don't know. But even then, some of the most wealthy people I know dress like they're fucking homeless, Nance.
Yep.
Is that how they stay wealthy?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
You know, the people that we joke about it often that because I know of people that do it. You know, the ones that go through your recycle bin before.
Oh, yeah.
And they get their cans out.
Yep.
Who cares? Go for it, mate. If
Go
I put
for
it in
it.
the bin, that's yours. But, you know, there is the gay because I know someone that knows someone that lives in a literal mansion,
But they go collect
but
cans.
they go collect the cans. Well, you're getting up to do it. Like
100%.
But it's normally,
It's an interesting way to sort of approach things, isn't it? And I get it a little bit every now and then. And maybe it's just because, I mean, look, I don't think I dress fancy all the time at all. Like I'm wearing a shirt today and even like you said, it was a lovely shirt. Oh, thank you. But I went through a phase where all I would wear, literally for maybe like the last, let's say 5 years, because that's how old he is. But like where I would wear all black, black t-shirt, black jeans every day to work. Because it was just one less, it was automating my life
Yes.
is one of the reasons behind
You
that.
didn't
So
have to
I was like,
think
I don't
about
want to
it.
think about,
Yep.
and I used to spend time doing my hair, choosing what outfit am I going to wear, and it just kills me. So I was like, you know what? Take one decision away. I'm going to wear all black. So my drawers, you open my drawer at home in my wardrobe, it's got like 10 black, 10 white, 10 grey t-shirts. Standard colour, that's it. No brands, don't care. All from Kmart, care less.
Yep.
Comfy,
Yeah.
functional,
Yes.
wears it every day.
Yes.
Got a meeting, put on a blazer,
Yeah, that's right.
and it works.
Yep. That's
But you know, when I do dress up, sometimes people are like, "Wow,
Yeah.
wow, oh, gee, that's nice. That custom, that must have cost a lot." What? And look, I dress nice on the weekends, obviously.
I just do not care.
What about like, do you feel the same? Not just with clothing, but like all sorts of brands. You know how like people are like, oh, I only drive a Mercedes. I only want to have the best of everything. Give me the aspirational.
100%. No, you know us. We're not car people.
No,
Like, do you know what I mean? I got a new car recently, and
you
I
hate your
because-
car. Every time I talk about your car, I compliment it. You're always like, yeah, I don't know if I love this car because it just sort of happened the way you got it.
It just happened. But anyway, I don't care. I want it to be comfortable. I want it to have an air conditioner. I want it to have the things, but it doesn't have to be the thing.
Totally. And it's funny how like there's a value perception around some of these things. And this is a conversation I had with Joya a couple of weeks ago, to be fair, about umbrellas. So we had, during the bad weather, she was like, oh, there's not an umbrella in that car. I said, no, there is. Every car has an umbrella in it. Like I keep a spare one in every car that we've got as well as at home. But we were like, oh, we'll just chuck them in and out of the cars as they go. I said, but I really want, okay, this is going to make me sound like a snob. I really want a nice umbrella.
Okay.
Not for the sake of having a nice umbrella, but just to know I've got a big
Yes,
golf
it's
umbrella
gonna
that's
do
not
the
going to
job.
necessarily blow away
And
as soon
turn
as it
inside out.
turn inside
As you're
out and
crossing the
bust
road
it.
and
That's
your dress
right.
goes up at the same time. And
You know all about
I know,
that.
yes,
That's right.
Correct.
So it's the idea though that if you've paid $5 for the umbrella,
Yes.
that you can easily replace it. It's cheap, it's nasty, don't worry about it. I'll just use it, thrash it.
Yeah.
If you paid $80 for the umbrella, you will not just chuck that umbrella
That's
in
right.
the car. You will place it in the car because your
Correct.
value perception of it is higher. Therefore, you'll take better care of it.
Yep.
Therefore, it will last longer.
Yep.
Same with clothing. You know what I mean? Like I'm a
Correct.
bit the same with like I've got one Tommy Hilfiger jumper to name drop a brand. There you go. That I bought 12 years ago. I still wear that exact same jumper.
Yeah.
I only just bought a new Tommy jumper 2 months ago to be like, oh, this one's done 12 years and it's starting to look a little bit weathered.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time just to refresh that.
I wonder if it stems from the fact that I don't know about you, but money wasn't like a thing in our house growing up with 5 kids.
Oh my
same
God,
as you.
100%.
Like, you know,
Hand-me-downs.
I worked hard for my money.
Oh, yeah.
So if I buy something, I bought it because I love it.
Yes.
So I can't just wear something once because firstly, I love it. I want to wear it more than once.
100%.
So that has probably stuck with me. I try and stretch my dollar.
Me too. But I think that's probably, like you said, it might be the not just growing up in a big family,
Yeah.
but it's, I think, a bit of a migrant mentality too.
Yeah.
Like when our families came here, they
Yes.
really had nothing.
Yes,
They started
that's right.
from scratch.
That's
so
right.
and you know what sticks in my head? My dad always says it, and he's said it his whole life and to all of us kids, if you can't afford it, you can't buy it.
That's right.
In the meaning of like, don't go take out a loan and blow
Yes.
out a hole of debt underneath
Yes.
you just to have what you think you want.
Correct.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So it is that value appreciation, I guess, like you said. And even like, I mentioned my nice jackets, for example, that I wear on the weekend. I have a ton of suits that, we go through. There's one in particular, my current one, I'm calling it the 2023 model. It's that beautiful green jacket.
Velvet.
No, not velvet.
Oh, no.
No, it's not velvet. It's a beautiful woolen knit. It's
Yes.
the green
I
one.
know the one. I know the one.
Beg your
I know the
pardon,
one.
Michael
Yes.
Boyce at Beg Your Pardon,
Yes.
Champion Taylor. And I said to Joy, like, I've worn it. I wore it this weekend, Friday and Saturday. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll mix it up, maybe I won't. But I feel just so magic in that jacket, number one. And yes, you pay a good fee for it. But like I said to her, this jacket's paid for itself 1,000 times over already. But I love wearing it.
Yes.
And I love, like you said, I spent a lot of time earning the money to then buy something nice that I want to enjoy and continue to enjoy. I'll tell you one thing, since having kids, I definitely have had to release some of that well, not pressure, but I guess like the expectation of my things will always remain nice, because my boys, sometimes they'll go into the wardrobe, they'll pull something out, they want to play with something, I'll put my iPad down, it ends up over here, and I'll be like, please don't touch my things. And maybe that comes from being in a big family where like sometimes your things just weren't your things.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll say it, and Joya doesn't necessarily like it when I do say it, but I'm like, this is why we can't have nice things. This is why, can I just have nice things, please? And she's like, you need to relax because this is just life, mate.
Yeah, I've given up on the fact of having nice sunnies because in my whole life I think I've owned 2 like designer label sunnies, and they are the ones I will lose or sit on.
Yeah, always.
But I have got a pair of sunglasses that I think cost me $20, and every time I think I've lost them, they reappear.
That's excellent.
They are faithful sunglasses. That's why I just can't justify spending money on some things that I know that, I could potentially lose this very, very quickly.
I used to be exactly the same as sunglasses until I got prescription ones. And now, my gosh, if I lose it, I freak when I think I haven't found them.
Yeah.
And I have 2 pairs of them now.
Yeah.
But different story.
Different
Prescription.
story. So what's your take on labels? And if you love labels, there's nothing wrong with you.
No.
Oh my! I actually wish I was a bit fancy sometimes and cared more. Sometimes I care, and I shouldn't say I should have been a boy, because some boys probably care more than me. Some
there are
men.
definitely some guys out there who do.
But I am a bit of a, I don't know, that's just the term I used to use. Like, I'm just a boy in stuff like, I just don't care. I just
want to be comfortable. I just want to be, you know what it is? It's not even about how it looks. I think it goes more so for like how you feel in it. I often ask this question of some of my coaching clients. What to you is your most powerful outfit? Do you have an outfit that when you know you need to feel powerful that day or you want to feel good, that you can go to and put on?
Probably, a couple of,
What are they?
power
Go on,
suits.
give us a couple
I've
of...
got a couple of power suits, I would say.
Yeah.
And it's a suit.
I love it.
Because I don't often wear a suit.
Yeah.
Like full suit.
Full suit.
So when I do, it's like boss ladies here.
Yeah, so there's, again, I think there's layers to it. Like, so for me, like on a casual day, when I want to feel like really good about myself, there's something about my denim jacket.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
Yep.
I put on my denim jacket. Sometimes I might even put on my baseball cap, flip it backwards. People think that and I love wearing my hat backwards. Maybe I just grew up in a Bart Simpson generation. But it's the denim jacket on the casual, and then on the weekends it's that suit. You know what I mean? I put that suit on, I feel like James Bond.
Yes.
And I can just cruise wherever I want to go,
Yep.
and I feel fantastic
And
in
you've
it.
got your tie-dye tank top too, don't forget.
Oh my God, yeah.
Your feel-good tank.
My feel-good tank.
Your feel-good
So
tank.
it's about how you feel in your clothes, not
Yes.
about what the label says or what it
Yes.
says on there. It's how you feel.
That's right. And that's, remember back in the day, the whole, if it was Target and you wanted it to sound fancy, it was
Tajay.
Tajay. You know what? I will wear Target loud and proud.
100%. I love it. I reckon I'm dressed by Kmart 85% of the time.
Yeah, I don't even care. I don't care. But anyway, we have loved having you on another episode of Livin'.
Tell us.
Tremendous, horrendous. Another? Have we got something else to add?
Yeah,
We
always.
spoke last week You go first.
I'm going to go first.
thinking.
Ready?
Okay.
I had a tremendous week.
Oh,
Again?
yes. Tell me.
I went to the zoo.
Oh, you did with your boys.
I went to the zoo with the boys, and
Yes.
I haven't done it enough with just the three of us. Like, we've gone as a family plenty. Joya goes plenty with them. We've got our SA Zoo membership,
Yep.
which, if you haven't already got it, guys, I really recommend that.
actually
Value for
don't.
money. No, value for money.
See, I'm okay. Yeah, good,
Nah,
good.
that
Thank
it
you.
pays for itself.
Okay.
Trust me, it's so good. Go as many times as you want in the year, Monado's included. Went to the zoo with the boys, and we just had the best time. And I felt like a real tourist in my own
Aw,
backyard
bless.
because they have been there that often that they were showing me around. Like, as soon as we walked in, it was like, Komodo dragon, Dad, let's go look at the Komodo dragon over here. Come to the enclosure. Komodo dragon wasn't there, P.S. He's been moved. And then it was like, Dad, come and look at this one. And then this animal wasn't there. Hey, there's a topic for you. We'll talk about that next week maybe. When's the right time to go to the zoo? Because we've gone in the afternoon, animals are sleeping. So you feel a bit like, didn't see a lot. So I was like, let's go first thing in the morning. Went first thing in the morning. Haven't woken up yet.
Oh,
Come on, guys. What's the time?
Yeah.
What time do we got to
I don't know.
accommodate these animals? But anyway, tremendous week.
Tremendous.
Just spending a lot of time with the boys and having so much fun.
Aw,
and it
that's
probably
great.
goes back to what I was saying last week in my tremendous. You know, it's the shift in my weeks and the shift in the
Yes.
flow of what
Yep.
we get to spend our time doing. And it's just magical. So tremendous.
Fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. I also had a tremendous because the A-League kicked off
Yes.
on Friday night.
Yes, it did.
And again, when you talk about shifts, this is a shift. I used to love, prior to having Jaden, going to watch Eugene in his element, very proud, watching him shine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But now there's such a shift because Jaden loves going. And it's not, when he was 3, 4, it was annoying. I'd rather stay home and watch it on TV because I'd miss the game because I'm hungry. I want to have a toilet. I want to this. I want to. He is invested in
love it.
that game. And I love going to the soccer with my son. He has just got so much joy in him. And then, okay, I do love it. I love the way he looks at his dad
Oh,
on the field when he's warming up his keepers. He's like, Mum, there's Dad. And I'm like, oh, like how
100%.
beautiful. And when Eugene goes off, they walk off after the warm up and he'll look up and, you know, he'll wave to Jaden. Jaden is loving himself sick.
100%.
He's like, did you see everyone? My dad waved at me. My dad waved at me. My dad waved at me.
Well, I think it marries up with
It's
what I'm saying. It's that time that you spend and like finding the joy with your kids and what they
Yes.
enjoy and what they love. My boys this morning, I was watching, preparing for our meeting that we went to. I had up on the laptop this morning the footage that our producer and videographer Nacho had put together
Yes.
from the Royal Show earlier
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
And the boys sat and watched it. And they're like, are you and Nancy going? Where are you and Nancy going? And they sat and they watched it and they were beaming. And there's something wonderful. And I know exactly what you're talking about with Jaden because I've seen the way that Jaden
Yes.
looks at Huge and I'm like,
I know,
I
it
want
used to be
that.
me.
And then when I get, well, hang on.
It used to be me.
But it's always mum until the boys turn like 4 or 5
Correct.
and then it swaps over to dad because there are days where I'm like, I'm chopped liver here.
Correct.
They don't even know who I am some days.
Yeah.
They don't want me. They don't care for me. They just want mummy.
That'll change.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to see it a little bit. Not
Yep.
to say that they shouldn't love their mother.
And
'cause
Mr.
she's the
Guy
best.
Sebastian, I've told you this before, he was the one that told me that.
Yes, you did tell me that.
He did tell me that. And when he was saying, like, I was like, oh, my boy loves me. And he looked at Eugene and he said, Eugene, it'll change. And I was like, no way
Yep.
in hell could I
Yep.
possibly go to number 2. Thanks, Guy. It happened.
It happened. It happened. But no, look, find the joy with your kids. That's
Yeah.
magical. I'm so happy to hear that as well. And I know that 'cause you went to, did you go to both games on Friday night? Because it was the women's and the men's, wasn't it?
No, I didn't make it. I wasn't organised enough. I was really upset about that. We just weren't ready for after school, get home, get ready.
big
I
night.
wasn't ready for both games. But no, we only made it to the men's game. We won 3-0.
Oh, let's go.
Great start to the season, and you know what? You're gonna come with me with your boys to the soccer one day.
Oh
We're
my
gonna
gosh.
book that in on
One
the
of my
podcast.
favourite memories. So
Yep.
back growing up, my dad used to play soccer
Yep. Mm-hmm.
back. And it's funny how I remember when Eugene was playing, this is a whole different episode, guys.
Mm.
Sorry, we'll just tangent. Welcome back to Living. You know
Yep.
exactly how
Sorry,
this
we're
goes.
still here. We're still here. Huge's head is growing.
But sorry, Nancy.
Even more.
But my dad adores Eugene, always has. But my dad used to play soccer back in the 70s when he first, was going to say when he first came here. He's been here for a lot longer than that. But he gets involved with the club quite a bit when it used to be the Adelaide Zebras. Yep. Adelaide City Zebras is going way back. Yep. And growing up, we used to go every Friday night. Adelaide City, that's right, Adelaide City Zebras. Every Friday night, Hindmarsh Stadium would be there, and I'd meet up with my cousins. Yep. We'd be like watching the game, but it's one of the best memories I have of the regular time spent with my dad, where he was also engaged and he loves it. And he, you know, and I remember the first time he met Eugene, this would be going back probably like 15, 20 years more, where an old family friend of ours, Mario Valenti, he passed away a few years back. He used to own DeMario Pizza Bar.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And
because he sponsored Eugene in particular.
He sponsored Eugene.
We had many beautiful dinners there ourselves, and the boys, the team
would
as a unit would go to his house and to his pizza bar.
Yes.
Oh my God, beautiful.
So Mario and Lucy, they're beautiful family.
Beautiful.
We grew up with them, and my dad tiled and built both of their restaurants they had at one point. And so we used to spend all the time there, go watch the soccer there on the big screen at 3 a.m. for the World Cup. So it was just an atmosphere.
Yes.
But I remember Dad coming home from one of the first barbecues he held with the whole team when he was sponsoring Huge. And my dad came home just beaming this night. And I remember being like, whoa, good day. And he was like, Eugene Glikovic today. I spent all afternoon with him. Love him. Dad loves him. And I remember that was when, like you said, Prime as well. Yes. And so back then I was just like, oh my God, Dad, Eugene Glikovic. But yeah, my dad loves him. But Mario...
And in the pizza bar, I mean, they probably still have them. They've got his signed tops because they were.
I haven't been to the pizza bar in a long time, to be honest with you. I know that. Look, you know, it's been a while since Mario's passed and the pizza bar changed hands. But if you're up in Athelston, DeMario Pizza was the way to go, mate.
Absolutely,
every Friday.
There you go. Yeah, beautiful,
great memories.
Yes, great episode.
Have a great week, guys. We will see you next week for an all new episode of Live. Until then, take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Am I living?
Could go for a slice.
Fly that was buzzing around your head, that whole episode that you would see. I saw you see it sometimes.
No, I promise I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I promise you I don't know what you're talking about.
Fly guy.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
We love all our Livin' listeners, but you know what we'd love even more? We would absolutely love it if you could possibly hit that follow button.
Oh, don't just hit the follow button, hit the download button, hit the share button, hit the love button. 5 stars, guys. Chuck us a review if you felt so compelled.
hello@livinpodcast.com. Reach out and maybe we can even come and visit your work site one day too.
Oh, we do love a good on-site recording, guys. hello@livinpodcast.com. We can't wait to hear from you soon.